Hey, it's your girl Optimistic K, and I want to welcome you back to my channel. This is another level 27 coaching video. Last week we talked about how you didn't have to go to college just to become successful. But this week I want to talk about how to define your dream and find your niche. In order to figure out which route you need to take, you need to figure out what you're going to do with your life. You need to find out what your niche is, and you need to be able to define your dream. A lot of times students don't ever stop to think about what they truly want. Like, what do I want out of life? So this video is to give you a few questions and insight on how you can just like develop your dream a little more and get it out of your head and on paper. So in my opinion, in order to figure it all out, you have to talk to yourself about the who, what, when, where, why, and how. Those self-awareness. I'm a firm believer that being self-aware can really help you skip over a few steps and really help you to be right on point with what you're trying to do. You have to be able to know what you're great at. What do you need help with? What type of struggles do you have? And you need to understand like what type of methods you need to apply in order to really push through and reach your goals. So the first set of questions I put together is to help you figure out how self-aware you are. I want you to get a notebook or a piece of paper so that you can write down these questions. I'm going to put them below the video so that you can have them for future reference. But I just want you to pay attention to the video and then you can go back and answer the questions. So question number one is, who are you and what is one word that describes you and your personality? Question number two, what are your strengths and what are your weaknesses? And the second part of defining your dream and finding your niche is knowing what you're passionate about. I think that we skip over this step a lot. We don't think about what passion truly means. I have a few questions that you can ask yourself in order to help you define what your passion is. So the first question in the passion section is, what are you passionate about? What do you absolutely love? And like when I say what do you love, I mean what makes you extremely happy and doesn't feel like work to you. Those are the things you need to explore. My next question is this something you're willing to do for free simply because you love it? And my next question in the passion section is, why do you want to do this? What motivates you to do this one thing? And how does it make you feel when you're actually in the act of doing this thing? The next thing I want to talk about is dreams. I feel like we don't allow ourselves to dream because of whatever our circumstances are, or the fact that our bank account doesn't match our dreams, or because somebody may have told you that you can't do it. We have to break all the chains of negativity and all the chains of what anybody else has told us and really focus in on what we want our lives to look like. So my next question is, I want you to tell me what your dream is. Don't consider any circumstances. If you had all the money in the world, or if you had nothing holding you back, what is the dream? What would your dream be? The next question is, what type of lifestyle do you want to live? When I say lifestyle, I mean what type of money do you want to make? What type of family do you want? What type of car do you want to drive? Do you want to be able to travel? I want you to really explore that in its entirety and like really just map out the type of lifestyle you want. Don't think about your circumstances right now. Don't think about your money. Don't think about anything. Just think about, if I could choose a lifestyle, what type of lifestyle would I want? The next little section I want to talk about is motivation. A lot of times we allow ourselves to be swallowed up in life. We don't really allow our circumstances to be the fuel to push us to be great. We have to allow our circumstances to motivate us. A lot of times when you dream big or when you like have a very visionary type of mentality, you generally don't have the funds or the resources yet to make your dreams come true. But your circumstances do not determine if you're going to be successful. You determine if you're going to be successful. So I want y'all to look at failure and through a different lens. Don't look at it like, dang, I feel I can't do this. I knew I couldn't do this. Don't think about it like that. Think about it like, so I failed, I got an idea of what it's like. Now I need to make adjustments. No, the next question is, how do you define success? Brought up. Legacy is the one thing that pushes me to be great and pushes me to push through anything that's trying to stop me, because I know that my mother and my family has worked hard to pave the way for me, so I know that I have a responsibility to be a little bit better than what they were. I have to be a little bit more precise than they were because I have an advantage. You do too. So you gotta think about it like that. They paved the way. Our ancestors paved the way for us. Now we have to take that torch and make it even greater and light other people's torches so that we can continue to grow and continue to see our light. And my last question is, what do you want your legacy to be? When you're dead and gone, when you are no longer on this earth, what do you want people to remember you for? And how do you want them to feel when your name is said or brought up? When it all comes down to it, it's about what you feel inside and what you feel like you really want to do. We can figure out all the logistics about what you need to do afterwards, but you cannot move forward if your vision is not in place. You have to have the vision and a revelation before you can make a plan. So that's why this video is important, and I wanted to start off this route so that you can figure out where you're trying to go next. As I stated earlier, this week's video is about defining your dream and finding your niche. This week, I want you to focus on those questions I gave you and really think about what you're trying to do. Take a look at my vision board video. I'll put the link below as well so that you can go ahead and make a vision board based off of your answers to the questions I just gave you. Next week, we'll be discussing how to create your master plan and how to map it all out. Alright, I hope this was helpful. If you have questions about anything, feel free to contact me. Leave a comment below. I do check my comments. Or you can also email me or contact me on social media. Until next time, y'all stay focused, keep grinding, and respect the process. Alright, bye.